Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very welcome to this special edition where we're going back to have another look at the episode 872 map, Wanzhou CSUR fantasy version by amamlya. Now, this particular map was made to showcase amamlya's amazing, highly complicated road system, CSUR, Cities Skylines Urban Roads, of which I recently did a tutorial. Now, having done the tutorial, a lot of people said, can we go back and have another look at the roads? And also, I've got a question or two. And I went, okay, we'll probably, maybe if I can find time, and today I have the time. We're going to do a quick fly through on this. We're not going to completely re-review the map, but we now have all of the roads subscribed to, because now I know where to find them. And we've also got all of the assets, because half of them were missing as well, because they weren't listed on the workshop page. So that's all in place. But yes, we are going to have a closer look at this road network, and I'm going to be doing my usual pointing out the flaws, because that's what I do, but accepting that this is an amazing, complicated road network system. Link to the tutorial will be at the end of today's show. So anyway, we have got some lovely rendered tunnels. We'll jump into a truck and drive through the tunnels, have a look on the inside of one of these rendered tunnels. While we're here, we might as well do this. So yes, amamlya have done an amazing job with this road system, and hopefully we'll be adding more to it as well. But they're not, while they are one of the great asset creators thanks to this system and all the help they've had from their fellow colleagues, they have got some problems with the map making. There is some issues, and my job is basically to point out where things can be improved. So we're going to be doing that today. That's not taking away anything from the amazing asset and what is actually a damn good map as well. It just has detailing issues, okay? As just saying that up front, I'm not unhappy with the map at all, but there are things that can be better. Are you ready? Shall we have a look at some of these things that can be better? One question I have been asked is, will this work as a left-hand drive? And the answer is yes. I have tested it, and it does actually work as left-hand drive. We're looking at it as right-hand drive at the moment. I'll just switch the simulation off and get rid of some of the lag. It was very laggy. It is a very heavy mod, by the way. Very heavy. It's not like 3 gigs or something, somebody told me. Anyway, a little bit of terrain glitching underneath there. And this is going to become a bit of a pattern, by the way. We've also got somewhere around here, there's a street lamp or 3 clipping through under here where the roads are a little bit too low. This is fixable using network skins and switching these street lamps off where you're going to be having that sort of issue. This road then goes down to a nice little merge lanes. Merge lanes are great in this mod. Love the merge lanes in this mod. More bit of terrain glitching just on the edge there, and then that just heads off to a dead end. That's not the way we're going to be going. I want to take us down to the start square. Yes, so other things I'm pointing out, there's so much good stuff. I'm not even talking about the good stuff. The good stuff you can see. The glitchy detailing issues like street lamp clipping there, pillars in the road all the way down there, pillars in the road over here, terrain glitching under there, lots of little things, okay? Lots of little things. But the good stuff should shine. Look at this, you should shine. Street lamps there, and so on and so forth. One of the other issues that this has is with transitions, where we'll see we've got a little bit of foliage over here. And the transitions where you can get some quite nasty looking, there we go, merges between elevated to ground level and so forth. You can see there's a whole bunch of areas where if you look from the wrong direction you will see blue mantle. Now that would be fairly easily fixed, the blue mantle side of it, by putting in a prop wall or something like that to block that out. But the stretch on the road, the stress on the road is still going to be there as well. Bit of blue mantle there, and so forth. And so forth. Now, all of this is, well, most of it is pretty much fixable. I promise you, spend time just tweaking and working your way along here. All of this is fixable. Some very nice props on this as well, by the way. Now, what I have been asked as well, also street lamp clipping through the rail there. What I have been asked is, how do you merge these roads into the vanilla roads? And I will be showing you that at the end of today's show. It's not the most easy thing to do because things like highway ramps don't merge in with highway ramps from CSUR to vanilla. Got another tunnel going on here. Oh, check out this. We come over here. This route of this tunnel makes all the sense. In fact, I should have pulled the camera back a little bit more. But this tunnel makes all the sense. I'm pretty sure it's following the actual route of the tunnel in Wanzhou. So yes, it's not the most obvious way of merging things back in together between CSUR and vanilla. But it can be done. It can be done, and I will be showing you that fairly shortly. It's quite a short show today, and I am flying over a lot of things. We could spend a lot of time looking at this in a lot more detail, as well as the good bits we could be, but hopefully the good bits you'll spot yourself, and the bits that need work, well, you can decide whether you feel like doing it yourself. It's not a bad map for that, by the way. We do have a little bit of foliage going on there, and we have some more. If we come over this way, street lamp clipping through there, and street lamps clipping through there as well. Now we could cross the river. Oh, we've got pillars there as well, pillars in the road. More pillars in the road. Now we could cross across the river. There are some very nice custom bridges. Again, none of them listed on the workshop page, so the only way to find out what you really need is to load up the map and then to look at the loading screen report. A bit of terrain glitching there. And then to go back to shut down Cities Skylines, to go to the loading screen reports, subscribe to everything that's missing. Yeah, it's a bit of a faff and a bit of a farce, and something that I didn't do because when I went and to subscribe to all of these roads, there was no quick and easy way of doing it. But of course, now I know where the collection is. It's very easy, but you need to know where the collection actually is to be able to do it. Again, I've got the simulation on pause to allow for a slightly smoother animation so that you don't get too much of a headache as we're flying over it and the jaunty, janky animations. Anyway, yes, a little blue mantle there as well. Now we're heading down towards the start square. We've got an interesting intersection now. It's going to show, again, got some more limitations. No, not really limitations. They are fixable, but it's a lot of work to do so. Perfect looking tunnel there, and it just goes to show that tunnels are working perfectly. When we come over here, we've got this intersection. I think we've all seen this one in photo images in the real life. It's a rather fascinating intersection. But we do have a little bit of terrain glitching there, but also the tunnel which is filled with terrain there. Now, it's not actually filled, it's just the skin of the terrain. Traffic will go through that quite happily. Got a bit of blue mantle under there, I think. Yep, you can just about make out a bit of blue mantle there. A better view from up here, of course. But if we go through here, we can see we've got 3 more tunnel entrances completely filled with terrain again there. Again, not game breaking, just doesn't look very good. Nor does this. Now with the foliage, it does seem to be a little bit spammed. For example, they look like river reeds to me. I prefer them down by the water. But you can't spend... I mean, they spend a lot of time putting this highway network together. It just, yeah, a bit more time. If you're looking for the perfect map, a bit more time. Right, this is your start square area, and I've popped down some ready-made roads to show you how you would merge in. I'm not going to show you exactly how to do it, I'm just going to talk through it very briefly. So here's my 2-lane 2-way highway, and but again, all of this is covered very much in the tutorial. Do go and check out the tutorial if you want to know how it's done. So then I've got a split lane, or if you get a little bit of a crack in the highway there, just grab the node, and just give the node a little bit of a nudge. We'll get there, and this is real time, by the way. There you go, a little bit of a nudge there, and that's got rid of the crack there. So if you get that, that's how you fix those. Just nudge the node. Right. So anyway, we've got split lane. So this is your two-way highway going into a 2-lane highway with the split lane going off, and I'm just going to dead end the highways there. We don't need to follow those any further because we're going to follow the highway ramp. I'm bending around, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge it in with the with another 2-lane highway, which I'm bringing down to 1 lane. So again, you can follow this on the tutorial quite happily. But then I'm merging the 1 lane will then merge into the standard 2-lane road, not the ramp. Just a standard 1-lane highway merges in with the 1-lane road. one lane roads will then merge in with the one lane road from the vanilla. Except for, you might notice we've got a little bit of terrain glitching going on there. Now, that is not the easiest thing to get rid of. It doesn't matter how much you raise or lower the node here. I'll show you that in a second. You will not be able to get rid of it fully. Raise it, lower it. It's just going to be there permanently. Now, the way that I found of avoiding that is to go with an elevated road. When you transition the vanilla section, go elevated. Now, this doesn't work elevated CSUR to elevated vanilla, but it does work ground-based CSUR to elevated vanilla, and then of course you can be creative in how you then work that into your city. That's the only way I've found of actually doing it smoothly. It won't work from a highway ramp into a highway ramp, which you've already probably discovered if you've asked me how do you do it, but I would suggest going for that one. So yes, you're looking to go for the one lane or 2 lane highway into 1 lane or 2 lane vanilla, head to head like that, a transition that way. But this is probably the only way that it's going to work for you. Hopefully that's answered a couple of questions. I've done this on the fly. I'm doing it pretty much as live without a script, so if I missed anything, I'm sorry. You've just found a good location for a thumbnail here. It's actually a pretty solid map. It's just been, the foliage has been spammed out a little bit quickly for top scores. It still gets 4 stars from me. I think the gameplay potential, I probably go with the 3 stars because there's a lot of work. It got 1 star originally, but it would get 3 stars because there's still a lot of work to get, because it should be, with the quality we've got here of a finer detail. And for detailing, I think we'd have to go 2 stars because there is a lot of detailing errors. So my final score would be 4, 2 and 3. That's it from me. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome, and I'll see you very, very soon.